Hey there, friends. It's Damon Day, the new Get Out of Debt guy. Steve's off today, probably somewhere reading the fine print for fun, and honestly, we can respect that. But for now, it's just me and you. If you're a returning listener, welcome back. Always great to have you here. And if it's your first time, consider this your official invitation to pull up a chair and stay a while. Don't forget to boop that like button, subscribe, and swing by getoutofdebt.org for more resources. Now, in debt and starting over. That sounds like rock bottom, but believe me, it's not. Let me paint you a picture. You're standing in front of a mountain of debt. You've got credit cards, past due bills, maybe even collections. The weight of it is so heavy it's hard to breathe. You're not just broke, you feel broken. You know something has to change, but starting over? That sounds terrifying because starting over feels like failure, like giving up, like admitting the life you built just didn't work out. But here's the twist. Starting over isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of your real financial freedom. And I know this not because I read it in a textbook. I know this because I've lived it. Now, this big emotional barrier, this fear of letting go. Why is it so hard to start over? Because we tie our self-worth to our financial picture. We think if we let go of the house, of the car, of the image, we're losing who we are. But here's the truth. I've learned this by sitting with thousands of people just like you. Debt doesn't make you a failure. Staying stuck in debt does. I've had clients come to me paralyzed in fear. One woman, let's call her Lisa, came to me with $92,000 in credit card debt. She hadn't even told her husband about this debt. She was making minimum payments and was trying to pretend that everything was fine. You know what she said when I asked her why she hadn't asked for help sooner? She said, because I thought if I admitted I needed to start over, I'd lose everything. But what she really needed to lose was the guilt, the shame, and the pressure to do it all alone. Now, I'm not speaking from some high horse here. I've been buried in debt. I've been the guy staring at an empty checking account wondering how I'm going to buy diapers. I've felt that wave of panic when the phone rings and I know it's a collector. So when I talk to people about starting over, I'm not judging, I'm not lecturing, I'm sitting beside them saying, let's figure this out together. I've been there. What changes people's lives isn't just the numbers, it's the truth delivered with empathy, not shame. Now, the moment it clicks for people, they think, you mean I can just walk away? Yep. So here's the moment I live for in these conversations. Someone says, you mean I don't have to keep trying to pay all this back? I really can just walk away from the debt and not be a bad person? And I say, yes, you can. Now, that's not giving up. That's choosing peace over punishment. Sometimes that means filing bankruptcy. And here's a wild stat. People who file bankruptcy actually do better financially long-term than those who don't. That's not a guess. That's a real study. Because instead of drowning in interest and shame for the next 20 years, they reset, they breathe, they rebuild. Now, I'm not saying bankruptcy is the answer for everybody, but you should be open to looking at all options. So let's talk a little bit about what the other side of this looks like. Starting over doesn't mean you lose everything. It means you clear space for the life that you really want. I had a client, and as we do here, let's call him something other than his name, Mike. Mike was scared to file bankruptcy, thought it would ruin his future, but the truth? He wasn't going anywhere with the debt. So we got him on a clean path. 6 months later, he was saving money again. A year later, his credit score was climbing. 2 years later, he was teaching his daughter about budgeting, something he never thought he'd feel confident to do. That's the beauty of starting over. You don't just erase debt, you reclaim your power. So, a map maker moment. Where do we go from here? Now, this is the part that most people get backwards. They think the secret to getting out of debt is, I've got to pick the right strategy first. Like, I'll do debt settlement, or I'll get a loan, or maybe I'll go to credit counseling. But the truth is, the secret isn't about picking how to fix it first. The secret is getting crystal clear on what you want your life to look like on the other side. And that's where I come in. Think of me as your map maker. You tell me where you want to go, what matters to you, and what's weighing you down, and together we draw the best route to get you there. Not the fastest route necessarily, not the trendiest one, the one that fits you. And trust me, wherever there is for you, it's a heck of a lot more fun and less stressful than where you're stuck right now. You're not broken, you're just ready. So if you're in debt and the idea of starting over feels scary, good. That means you care. That means you're human. But please know this, there is a better way. There is a peace waiting for you, and you don't have to figure it out alone. So if this episode spoke to you today, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you're never as alone as you think. And before you go, remember to boop that like button, subscribe, and check out getoutofdebt.org for more free resources. If you've enjoyed the podcast today, it's free to subscribe. Again, hit the like button, tell someone about it. It'll help me and it'll help you too. I love win-win outcomes. And when you hit that like button, it tells the algorithm that this was worth listening to, and it helps more folks find their way here. Until next time, friends, peace.
Got a money question keeping you up at night? Well, don't just Google it. Get real answers from real people who actually know what they're talking about. Head to getoutofdebt.org/podcast to ask your question, and you might hear it on an upcoming episode. But hey, if you'd rather keep it private, Damon Day has your back. Visit DAMONDAY.com because getting out of debt is easier with the right help. That's getoutofdebt.org/podcast, where smart money questions lead to smarter money moves.